Welcome to tonight's 5 on 5. The guest is Robert Esterlein, the new Executive Director of the Southern Oregon Historical Society. Thank you very much for joining me.
Pleasure to be here, Joe.
All right, you've been in town just a few days now, getting settled. What are some of your thoughts coming here into Southern Oregon?
Well, first, I came from Texas. I am surprised that I have found very little culture shock here at all. I felt at home since I got here. Everyone I met has been so open and supportive, so I'm just pleased as can be and glad to be here.
You're coming into a Southern Oregon Historical Society. It's had a tough couple of years. There's a lot involved with it. There's a lot of options for you, but tell us what are some of your ideas coming in.
Well, the society lost its county funding many years ago, and that was the origin of its struggles. I come out of several museums where we never had that kind of public funding. We've always had to make our own way, and I understand that we have to make our own way in this area as well. So I'm ready for that challenge of fundraising and just leading this society to self-sufficiency.
You have a few assets to work with and different things, the
Yes,
Hanley Farm and different stuff. Have you got a chance to kind of tour some of it?
Spent so much time out at Hanley Farm. It is a wonderful asset both for the society and for the community as well. Beautiful setting, 150-year-old farm that's still working. We'll be putting crops in the ground pretty soon. We have community gardens out there that people can reserve through the city of Central Point. It's open for self-guided tours. It's just a wonderful, and we're going to have so many great events during the summer out there when the weather turns good.
Do you feel like the events and some of that are going to be the key for funding? What's going to be the key to getting this funding back? The key is everything. When you need to raise funds for an organization like ours, you do everything. There will be events, there will be donation drives, there will be grants, there will be just absolutely everything you can think of. All right, we'll have a few more questions for you, so stick around. More 5 on 5 right after the break. Welcome back to the 5 on 5. The guest is Robert Esterlein, the new Executive Director of the Southern Oregon Historical Society. We've been talking about some of the ideas, some of the things you have going on. What's one of the first steps now that you're here in Southern Oregon?
The first steps are, first I want to let everybody know that Hanley Farm is not the only wonderful asset we have. The research library of the Southern Oregon Historical Society right here in downtown Medford on Central is a fantastic resource for people who are interested in researching the history of their families, their businesses, whatever. So we're open to the public Tuesday through Friday from I think noon to 4. You can come on down and use, there are people who will help you do that research. We do outreach in teaching people how to do historical research, and through something called a Mysteries in Your Own Backyard program. You can check that out on our website.
Is it a tough time right now because people are kind of losing their history, so to speak? Do you start with the younger kids, teaching them about Southern Oregon, this area, or just history in general, why it's important?
Well, the first thing we start with is convincing people, even those who think they're not interested in history, that they are interested in history. It doesn't have to be your pioneer ancestors. If you are a football fan, if you're an Oregon University football fan, you're interested in the history of Oregon University football. You are, whatever it is, you are interested in history. So we have to understand from the society's point of view that history is so diverse, it is everything. And it means something to everyone. So making sure that we are open to different aspects of our historical experience and then bring that out to the people. That's going to be key for us.
One final question for you. There's a lot of people who are passionate around this area because there's a whole lot of different facets of history around this area. How can they get a hold of you? Any ideas, or if they want to chit-chat?
They can get a hold of me through the Southern Oregon Historical Society. If you go online, it's sohs.org, and you can, good heavens, my phone number is right there, so you can get me. And it's a good site to navigate and see everything we have to offer.
All right, well, best of luck. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Joe.
All right, that's it for the 5 on 5. More news right after the break.